And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey everybody, I'm Tom Vasel, and today we're taking a look at Sorry Sliders Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout. So a couple things going in. This is the third version of Sorry Sliders that I've seen. There may be more. The original was Sorry Sliders, which took the game Sorry and turned it into a sliding game, which I actually found to be very fun and kept at my house. Then there was Sorry Sliders Cars Edition, based on the Pixar animated movie, which I never did get that one, but that one's even better because it's like a little bit of a race. Well, now this is based on the popular, and I'm going to say this in capital P because if you're watching this and, you know, like in 6 months or whatever, you'll be like, I never even heard of this game because popularity wanes, doesn't it? Of Fall Guys. Everybody was playing this a year or so ago. Is anyone playing it now? I don't hear anyone talking about it, but I'm sure it's still played. Anyway, Sorry Sliders, you take pieces and you slide them, and then you score Sorry style. What does that even mean? Let's take a look. There are 4 different games. I'm showing you one of the games here. And actually, this would be much longer, but for purposes of the camera, you're going to imagine that this board is much longer. So this would be here. The next board would be like that. Each player is going to get 4 of these weird-looking creatures. And you're just going to start, and you're going to shoot them down the track and see where they stop. If they stop in this particular game, this game is called Slime Climb. Wah! If you land on one of these pushers, well, you got to redo it. If you land on slime, then someone else will say, sorry, and you are removed from the board. The same thing if you land on a pendulum up here. If you land anywhere else, though, your pawn is going to score that many points. And each player has their own little board where they will keep track of how many points each of their 4 pawns has scored. Once you get up here with all of your pawns and they all get home, then you've won this particular game. Now, I showed you this one game, but you can have other games here. We have a hexagon where you're trying to land on your colors. Here, you're just trying to land on the different points on this spin-a-majigger. And here, this is the kind of like the base game. You're going to place your pieces and shoot them in the middle. So the setup for that, you can see here's a setup for 4 players and 3 players. Each person takes one board. And this is, for example, the red player's board. And you can shoot all the way up to the foul line. Your fingers cannot cross that foul line. And then wherever they land is how many points you get. That's how it plays. I want to be clear that I don't hate the components of this game. But I do hate this box. I hate everything about it. There's no lid. It opens up. It's cheap. The rules are written in the inside, but that doesn't lay flat. And I hate it so very much. These boards are okay, but here's the problem with these boards. They wanted to make them double-sided. Great. So every time you want to play with the other side, you got to kind of snap these back in, and it is not kind to these sides of these boards. What do you do? Now, the pawns themselves, okay, these are cute. If you like Fall Guys, you're going to like them. But the problem with these pawns is here's the yellow player. It shows you your 4 pawns. And then it says match them with these when you score. So here's the 4 yellow player pawns. Here's this. They don't match easily. Like this is the purple one. But you have to kind of know that when you're shooting them down the board. They also don't, I don't know, I just didn't find these to be a good thickness for shooting. So there's a pineapple, a bird, a chicken, I think, or a hot dog. I'm not really sure what anything in this game is. Maybe that's a hot dog. I don't know. A hot dog wearing a tutu and a knight. But I almost feel like they have to be painted for it to work better for you to be able to easily recognize them. But who's going to be painting this game? So the components for this game are okay. The box is terabad. Now, we all know that Hasbro games are the pinnacle of innovation and excitement. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. That's every other company except Hasbro. So this is clearly a cash grab, trying to get the people to see this and go, Fall Guys! Also maybe Sorry! This is the worst of the 3 Sorry Slider games. Now, I don't think it's a bad game, right? It's okay. But why would I play this over the regular Sorry? The regular Sorry was very nice. The regular Sorry had things like a hole in the middle. When you shot and it landed in that hole, Then it was like a poor man's version of crokinole, which is fine. I want a poor man's version of crokinole out in stores that people can buy. This one doesn't have that. This is like slime and pendulums. You know what those add in the game? Nothing. They're just pictures on a board. That's not interesting, really, to me. And then these different things. I guess if you're a Fall Guy fanatic, raise your hands, all three of you, and you also want to play Sorry Sliders, sure. And I don't even know if the original Sorry Sliders is available for purchase. It probably isn't. So I guess you're stuck with this. But there's a lot of dexterity games out there. There's a lot of interesting ideas out there. I don't know that this is one I would recommend. Sure, if you've never played one before, this might be interesting to you. And if you like Fall Guys and you get to slide them around, and kids will enjoy it. But I will say it doesn't feel like there's a lot of strategy involved in doing it. So me and my son played this a lot, and we'd shoot them down the thing, and you're like, well, I hope it lands on one. They bounce all around a little bit. They don't slide that particularly well. Will it land on the slime or not? Dunno. Let's find out. So I know I'm sounding you like, oh, Tom, it's, for kids. Blah, 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 blah. There are many, many great dexterity games for kids. I'm just not sure this meets those requirements. They already had a good thing going with Sorry Sliders. I don't even mind them adding the theme. That's not a problem. But then they made the pieces chunkier, hard to tell apart. They made double-sided boards with those things you take on and off, which ruin it. And with a really cheap box, blah. Bring me back Sorry Sliders. I'm Tom Vasel. You've been watching The Dice Tower. Dice Tower Judgment. Cash grab!